What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I will be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion about trading psychology, technical and fundamental aspect of trading that we do every trading day, Monday to Friday. As you can see, market is extremely volatile today. Also, today is second day of the trading week, and it looks like that we almost ended the week with a huge trading volume. So you can see the market is extremely volatile, exactly doing according to the analysis. And let's jump on to the trade one by one. And guys, make sure that give a big like, smash the like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet before I begin, so that the stream can be shown to more people. Because you are on the stream, so you will be also at the top of the search engine once you like it, and also subscribe to the channel. So I'll look at first of all gold, because gold, we had an amazing trade and we just escaped this spike down. There's a liquidity grab. Just we closed the trade with profit before this spike. Now let me look at what's happened on the gold. Now you can see this is the 15-minute chart. There's just a spike to the upside. Let's look at the news calendar if there is anything happen. I just started the live session and I saw that a spike happened. Let's find out what could be the reason that the market had the spike. Is because of so because of the news. So news became earlier, because I just lose the track of timing when I was starting the live session. So you see that there is a news just been released on what's called, let me readjust this one. So you saw that there is a news CPI. There is a huge spike, and that spike in fact helped our dollar CAD to hit the TP. Okay, and also we got the profit on gold. Let's see what's happening now with that news. First of all, let's look at the news data to see in fact how it has released. So we see that CPI 0.4% expected, and also release 0.4%, expected 6% here. So CPI monthly, yearly, and so we see that especially is good for dollar. That's why we see little bit of spike. Both of them expected and forecast, I mean the forecast and actual same. This one is a bit better than forecast. So core CPI a little bit higher than the forecast. So let's see how it is impacting the pairs. So we see that gold, there was huge volatility on gold. Now from the 4-hour perspective, what I see that gold in fact prepared for, in my opinion, it is now preparing for another bullish move. Now as you have seen early today also, I posted analysis on all social medias, on Instagram, and as well as on TradingView, as well as in the YouTube, and because of that we called for the trade on gold. Okay, and let me explain now what we see that the market is very crazy now, guys. Don't open any trade, never open a trade when the market is this situation. As you can see, the spread is very high. Let me look at the current spread on the market. Yeah, very high spread is, and I don't recommend to open any trade in this kind of situation. You see that, yep, now it became a little bit of settled now, but the problem happened this kind of when the spread become very unpredictably volatile. Sometime you'll see that zero, sometime you'll see high spread. So it's now what it is doing, that during this is basically grabbing liquidity, and that's why we closed our gold trade with profit, which is almost one-on-one profit, because I know that there's something going to happen. And at the same time, good news is that our dollar CAD also we have closed with the running profit, okay, which is almost one-on-one. So let's begin today's session. We're just discussing the old trades, and we'll look at what's happening, what's might happen in the upcoming session as news has been released, and there is a candle close coming just after a couple of minutes later. We should see some good movement in the market in terms of trading. So let's find out, guys. Let me know in the chat which one you are on it, so that I can look at it and also give your opinion. When you write something on the live chat, it really helps me also, because when I am on live chat, sometimes it, as you have seen that suddenly I have missed the news schedule, is because I was preparing for live and the news just been released. So let us know in the chat so that we also can stay informed what's happening in the market. Shady, good sir, thank you. Gold trader, Mr. Coach, God bless you. Trading day, thank you very much. Stephenzia, hello sir, thank you. Stephenzia, your analysis on a UDs was smart. I own and in gold. Yeah, thank you very much, Stephenzia. You're also smart. Not only my analysis, I just give what I from my heart, but you're also smart, because that's why you use that analysis in a perfect way, because there is always a two-way communication. I give my best analysis, best trading alert so far in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. As you have seen, our students who are trading with us from yesterday, we have quite a few trades and there's no losing trade. That's amazing, insane, unbelievable. But this is what we are. This is what I'm committed to give the best trading education possible. And at the same time, I'm also learning, I'm also growing from with you guys. So yeah, this is a two-way communication that you also need to use it in a best way possible. Okay, Coach, why does CPI also affect euro? It's because, as I'll tell you why CPI affect euro. Sometimes you'll see that news in fact affect everything, and I will explain why it is. Positive sequence, gold will go down, right? No, there is I'll recommend you guys do not interpret based on the result, because there is a lot of factors involved in it. I'll explain. The only thing that as a trader that I look at is the pure price action and the market, volatility, how the traders are doing, just observation, and then we'll decide. Because from the result, big boys can interpret, but from the result, it will be very difficult for you to find exact reason for the market movement. Probably you have seen my NFP strategy, that video that I posted on YouTube, but let me explain more on this one. Gold go down. I see that gold is bullish so far, so I'll remain bullish on it. And we had an amazing trade on gold because of that trend. I'll still remain bullish on gold. Let's see how it does. Thanks, Coach, for yesterday's analysis on WTI. Yep, yesterday we had a great trade on GBP USD as well. Thank you for that. Everyone was was thinking to gold go down. Are you on a trade, on sell trade? Kindly dollar yen. Yeah, absolutely. Look at it. Everyone, do you sleep? Are you're just trading? Shit, yeah, I do sleep when there is a sleeping time. No human can live without sleeping. But I love trading in London and New York session, so I keep waking up that time. Shall we buy gold now? Not randomly, we'll look at it. That's why we are here. Good day, sir. Enjoy profit from your analysis. Amazing. This is what exactly needed, guys. The analysis is submitted for that. King sir, yeah, you are our VIP students. Good morning, Coach. I took a gold trade, and of course my profit for the day is done. Thank you, Kinga, for your mentioning here on YouTube. I try to, as I mentioned, that I try to give thank you, Kenueli. There's a lot of testimonial. Thank you for all of you guys and girls. Really appreciate your support to the channel, and as I mentioned, that I will be committed to give the best trading education, whatever I have inside me. So first of all, I had a question before. One of you are asking that CPI. Okay, about the CPI, as you can see, news just released. Now you can see that when the CPI released, there are three different data here. Okay, and they are mixed. You see that? So there will be a mixed reaction in the market. And as a retail trader, sometimes it is almost impossible to predict how this news will in fact affect the market, because there's a lot of factors that involve that I mentioned, that it's almost impossible for us to understand. Then how do you trade? There is a way that professional profitable trader, they trade and interpret these things. I do that same way. What I do is I follow the price action confirmation besides the fundamental. So to explain it as much as I can to you, to communicate is, see, there is always, when there is a fundamental data release, there is a reaction in the market, and that reaction will leave a clue, okay, in terms of price action. Let's say, for example, this candle here on gold, it's a middleman, right? Let me show you here what I see. Now this is a perfect textbook middleman that we define from our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Now this middleman has an element in it. First of all, you can see that it has a liquidity gap here, okay, big liquidity gap, and then it has a long wick at the top, right? So I normally wait for this kind of price action. Now when the news release, let's say news is released and you know that there is something happening in the market, but this middleman, if you have a strategy, will tell you all the story that you need behind what happened in the market. Because what happened on the back of the scene, let's say if you watch a movie on a theater, the movie may be made for years of time, but you watch it in a screen in 3 hours or 2 hours time. Similarly, this is the manifestation of the underlying transaction between buyers and sellers in the market on the other side, and which is virtually, it's almost impossible to know what's happening. And that's why it's appearing on the screen as a candle. And that's where I emphasize as a trader to understand the price action interpretation, so that I know that what's going to happen next, and then I jump on the trade. And I found that this is you can see that this is the most effective way, and that's why you can see that we had this gold trade that we had just close to it. You can see there was a spike down. I could keep running that, but I could be a bit greedy to have the profit up to here, but I just closed it because there could be, that was sensing that there could something going to happen in the market. And you can see that gold is just now up, jumping up and down, because there's a lot of volatility in the market. So let's look at now what's gonna happen next. For me, gold, I see that gold is still bullish. Looking at monthly, I'll do a full analysis early today. Also I have posted analysis, guys and girls. So there is you can see that there is a monthly bullish candle so far. Now this market, if you closely look at over the long time, this is a big bullish market. Okay, now with this, just mute that. Okay, so you saw that this is the monthly candle, which is a big bullish impulse, followed by this correction here to this level, where there is the previous monthly support with this weekly candle, and previous months we have seen the price penetrated this level and then closed above this zone with a penetration and false breakout, and then we have seen the price this month created a higher low, and then we saw that the market now pushing high. Now why we all we need to know all of them. Whenever I trade multi-time frame on gold, you see that I normally discuss this, because this is what I found the most effective way to rewire the brain is by repetition. Okay, and I know that many we normally try to avoid repetition because it feels boring, but as a matter of fact, if you want to be a successful profitable trader, you need to grasp the concept of repetition, not only in trading, in every aspect of our life. Repetition is very important, because as a matter of fact, that we operate as per our if you tell it to the brain or mind. If I explain in terms of brain, then we our brain has a anything we do, it creates a neural pathway in the brain. It's called the muscle memory. So if you want to understand it clearly, let's say first day you tried to ride a bike. Okay, it was very difficult, isn't it? The coordination between hands and legs and brain is not working. The reason is, when you are trying to do something new, it's like you are walking in the bush. Imagine that there's a bushland, okay, and you're trying to walk on the bush, and what will happen is that all the bush will bind you, will obstacle you, or what I can say, will stop you from moving forward. But let's say you are courageous and brave, and you do it every moment and do it over and over again, and you see that there's a pathway will be created in the bushland, and that's how the brain works. So that neural pathway will, when it is created, you will that's how people make money in autopilot, because everything we do in our life, there is a pattern behind it. So that's why it is important that's why I repeat, because it helps me to rewire my brain for understanding how the market moves. And whenever I next time see this kind, I can spot it fastest way possible, and fastest spot also important. So if you want to be, what I would say, that if you really want to be a profitable trader, then I would recommend you to keep repeating the same thing when you see, and learn it over and over again. So you see that from the monthly there is a strong bullish impulse. Now looking at the weekly, we see that this is the weekly price action. There is an inverted head and shoulder now here. Okay, and also this is what exactly expected in the weekly forex forecast. You have seen that with this pin bar, the price open with a gap, and the market is strongly bullish. And I think that this market, initially we could see at least the market is reaching this resistance zone, or even testing this trend line, or even at least, so it's now approaching this liquidity zone. There is a doji here on the weekly around 1926-27 level. So from that resistance level, we could see that gold might slowly come down for a deeper retracement, but the momentum is bullish. Now if I look at daily, now during the London session, guys, this is what I mentioned, that this is a bullish market, and it's going to push up, and this is what it has done exactly. Now this current session's candle is quite significant. Let's see how it is closing here. So far the way the price action has formed now, highly likely for me will be bullish. Okay, but at the same time, keep in mind, guys, everything I'm mentioning here is in my own opinion. I could be wrong at any point, so everything here is only for educational purpose. So keep it as educational as possible. The goal of this academy is to create traders, so that you can learn and grow as a trader. So looking at the 1 hour chart, we see that the market now forming a middleman in this 1 hour time frame, where we see multiple liquidity gap. I see the potential for further bullish move on gold, and I will not recommend to sell, but anything can happen. Let's see how it does over time. And as you can see, in the beginning of the day, in the beginning of trading day, we had some amazing trades as well on gold based on this. And so we bought gold here when at 1904. Okay, this is the yesterday's trade. That gold in GBP USD we closed with full profit, and then Euro JPY we closed with 25p profit. This one today's trade. And gold so dollar CAD also we closed with just full profit today, and gold also we closed with profit today. So gold, you can see that we bought at 1904, showing here. So 1904, and we closed it before it's coming down here with full profit. So now you might say, okay, I didn't take the gold trade, then how do you find trading opportunities? So what I think that gold now is likely to do, you can see that this is 1 hour chart. Now if I turn on my TF indicator, what I see that gold has a back-to-back two bullish alert here according to my TF or trend following strategy, and this is why I call for this bullish trade. Now the way the market is forming, I always trade with the trend, okay, because trend trading is my favorite, and I see in my own experience, every professional trader who really makes money in the market, they all are trend trader. Now the way it is forming on gold, but I think that this market highly likely that it might test this level here, okay, because this is a liquidity zone, and from this zone we could see that gold slowly moving to the upside. Okay, this could be the situation with gold. Let's see how it closes, especially the 4 hour or even the 1 hour, and then we'll discuss. But the way it has formed for me, it's bullish market for me. Okay, now if you, in the meantime, guys and girls, as I mentioned that we had so far all the trades from yesterday till now, we are on full profit. And if you want to be part of this great trading community, learn our strategies and also trade with us, there is a link in the description area. You can visit our website, join us to become an independent professional profitable trader. The link in the description, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. You will be learning our strategies. Trade with us, with me, in private Telegram channel. Also you will have access to all the trading tools that you have, including this TF indicator. This is our trend following strategy indicator, available for all the students who are our lifetime member. So let's see what next on gold. Okay, thank you, Simon. Gold is bullish for me. Is gold bullish or bearish? For me, gold is bullish. I could be wrong. Azzy, hello coach. Thank you, Azzy. Thanks for coach. Took profit on gold. Amazing, Muhammad. Very good. That's what I need. Everyone, I want everyone to be profitable. Everyone to be financially free. Okay, there was a time, as I mentioned, that I struggled a lot to be financially free, and everywhere I was going, I was struggling in the job, in personal life, everywhere. And I think that financial freedom is your right. Okay, just keep believing in yourself, believe that you can be financially free. Just don't give away on the market, keep it up with you. Okay, short on NZD/USD. No, I don't recommend shorting NZD/USD. Let me look at it. I didn't look at it yet, but for me, because gold, if gold is going up, then NZD/USD. Okay, yeah. No, I just got confused. Let me look at NZD/USD. Wow, it's a very strongly bullish market now. NZD/USD, it grabbed liquidity. I don't recommend shorting NZD/USD. All right, so like AUD/USD looks like extremely bullish. All right, so all of them are highly bullish, and I really don't recommend to go long, go short with NZD/USD. But as I mentioned, that it's my own opinion. I could be wrong at any point, but I see that there's a lot of buy alert along this zone, and the trend direction on NZD/USD, it's a bullish market. Okay, and this is a this is a nice looking bullish market structure on NZD/USD. You can see from here there is an impulse correction. So this market is, you see that it's creating series of higher high and higher low, and we see that there is a long bullish engulfer is being formed, and yeah, that's look like that it's gonna be bullish. So for me, it's a buy probability to be bullish. Dollar yen, absolutely look at it. Good day, master. I'm becoming better and better since I joined your channel. Thanks. No problems. Can you? Thank you very much. This is the goal of this Forex Trading Wizard Academy, to create as many profitable trader as possible, to help trader. Because what I realized, as I mentioned, that there was a time where I was trying to find out how do I become profitable, or how do I become successful. And then finally I realized that what do I want is I have to help others to be. This is the right way to approach the life. In fact, anything you want, you must be able to help others to gain that, or you can gain the skill that's in the same way. So it comes to, I think that it's almost applicable many areas, especially in even the relationship as well. So for example, you want better relationship, then you need to help others to do the same thing. So it's a two-way communication all the time. Okay, and you check GBP JPY. Yeah, thank you. I'll look at it. GJ, do you have tradings? Yeah, we do have a trading. This is the main job. We are a trading coach, mentorship program available, link in the description. You can join us. I'll recommend you to join the lifetime access plan, so that you can access all the tools, strategies, and everything that we have in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Make sure, guys and girls, you check out everything. Can only amazing. Thank you. Yeah, dollar CAD, we took the profit of dollar CAD. Yeah, market is mixed to wrong. Yeah, Abik, thank you for so many winning trades in last 2 days. I have recovered my past 6 months. Very good job, very good, amazing. Thanks. Gold bearish. Now gold, I don't think gold is bearish. Okay, I don't think gold is bearish. Euro dollar, can you please analyze GBP AUD? Absolutely, look at it. Check any question, please go to the live chat available, live chat agent available on the website. Any question, if you want to join our mentorship program, You can ask any question in the live chat, all the answer available. So can we do lesson rigors, candle pattern, trading with chart? Yes, the limit I will be doing. I was planning for that, okay, to give you guys a clear idea of candlestick pattern trading. Coach, thanks for live trading, no problems. And Brand, are you planning to buy down for the day, coach? I'm not satisfied. I'm always on the trade, you know. I never get satisfied. I know if I make profit, and then I saw that it happens in the past. It happened, but I'm very hungry now. Okay, I'm hungry for profit. I'm hungry for, you know, helping others. So I'm not satisfied. I'll still have hunger to take more trades. So gold, we see that this market, we can see on gold, there is a multiple liquidity. Now this market is, you can see, coming down. What I see that gold in fact left a neckline, and we see there is the way it has formed. This is 1 hour chart. Okay, the way the price action form is, you can see this is a significant level of, first it formed a double bottom on the 1 hour, and then we see with this CPI data the price has broken to the upside, and with that breakout, now you can see it left a neck. Sometimes it happens, guys. Can anybody tell me what I tried? Neckline. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, neckline here, where there is a resistance zone here. Okay, neckline, this resistance turning support here, resistance here, and what I think that gold highly likely will have a bounce from here, and there is a, you can see 1 hour 20 EMA along this zone. Okay, highly likely that we should have a bounce from here. Okay, and you can see the price is making a resistance here, dynamic, but as it grabbed multiple times liquidity, we should see that this market is pushing high. Now from the daily perspective, is still the price is, you see that respected the previous day's high, but because the momentum is very high, we should see, what I think that we could see that gold is, you know, pushing high, gold is going up again. So now it's coming down, means that we should see now the price should be testing this level, because you see this is a doji here on the 1 hour and also doji. So this is a high liquidity zone. Now liquidity is something like, you know, it's like a magnet and metal. Okay, liquidity act like a magnet with the price. You know why the price so much attracted to the liquidity? So, you know, the way I have seen the market moves, we sometimes, you know, try to find a structure in the market, but as a matter of fact, the market moves just from liquidity to liquidity. Okay, so one liquidity zone to the other liquidity zone, and to the other liquidity zone, and that's how I saw the market moves. And as you can see, the price already tested this level. Now it is highly likely to come back down here to this liquidity level, and then to go bullish. And this is structure you see on gold on the 1 hour time frame. This is in fact a bullish structure. Okay, so when you see the market created this movement, created this structure, which is a bullish structure. Yeah, I see that it is in fact a bullish structure. Good evening, sir. Thank you. Latfi, you're welcome. Yeah, so that's a big impact. So any kind of crisis, gold start to bump up. This is what happened. And that is why you see that yen, in any kind of, especially any kind of bank related crisis happens, the gold started to push up because of the safe haven. There's a panic, things happen. So over the as a trader, if we think that way, I mostly look at the price action, but these are the factors that is in fact driving the price. In fact, all the orders and everything comes from the events that's happening all around the world, especially these banks and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, this is the beauty of being a trader, is not being affected by the crash of the bank or by the economic downturn, by any kind of crisis in job market, unemployment crisis. Because at the end of the day, as a trader, we make money when the market goes up and we make money when the market goes down. And that's why I recommend my students that be patient and learn, focus on learning instead of focusing on making money from day one. The reason is the day a trader is mature, he or she will make it. See the dollar CAD, also the same bearish. So that's why, like, anything happens, so it is normally gold started to push up because it's considered as a safe haven, like the JPY, Swiss franc, some of the currencies. And because of that, gold is pumping up, and in fact it affect every other currency pairs. And as a trader, the most important part for us is to understand the movement in the market day by day, because the events that happened will always be reflected in how the market is reacting to the event. You can see that I have shown you this middleman on gold. Okay, we had a great trade yesterday. You have seen exactly from this point on gold, which was a profitable, and the second one today here, you can see that the one that we have gone today is because of the movement in the market is telling us exactly how the price. You can say that we didn't open anything because we see that gold here is bullish, but at the same time we could see further liquidity grab may happen. Okay, so let's see how it does. Now you can see the price is testing this neckline of this previous resistance as a support, and I think that we should see some bullish momentum slowly developing here. So what I was saying is that as a trader, whatever happens, bank crash or unemployment rate increased, fear of losing job, the profitable trader are not affected by those kind of things. And being a profitable is all about being patient, and then being patient, learning a strategy, and the rest will come to you. Good afternoon. Thank you, Michael. Hello, how are you doing? Please, coach, did you trade we didn't open any trade on news. Before trade, we closed with profit all the trades that we had in our academy. Okay, all the trades with profit. But now I'm waiting, if there is anything coming up in this live session, definitely we'll jump on a trade. We do have a live trade yesterday, you have seen by guys. Let's look at that trade, guys. GBP USD. Now the trade that this is the live trade in this YouTube live. We have opened GBP USD, given us almost 1.9 times profit. How many of you had opened this trade, guys? Let me know in the chat. Let me analyze that trade so that you guys exactly know what happened with that trade and why I have opened this, so next time you can catch this kind of trade. So this is the This is the candle was forming. This is what I have called for this trade on British pound US dollar, and this is 1 hour chart. Yesterday was the first day of trading week, and what did I look at on this trade? If you closely look at, first of all, this is the support zone on GBP USD, and with that support, okay, the price has, this is the first opening of the day. It opened here, but this is the movement that happened from that gap opening, and the price has come back to the same level. We have seen that grab good amount of liquidity, tested the gap, and then created this impulse crossing this 20 EMA. Now we have, as I mentioned, we do have a specific strategy that to trade this. You can see there is only one buy alert here according to my trend following indicator, and this is where I applied the strategy. And when the price has come back down, okay, we saw that this market has come to that level, but in fact it created the impulse correction. It was preparing for another impulse because it grabbed liquidity, and we had seen that it is falling into the rules of our strategies, and that is why I have called for the trade, and that worked out well. Okay, so to find this kind of trade, a couple of things you need to align together. Firstly, you need to be patient, firstly, to find that kind of trade. Secondly, learn the rules of any kind of strategy that you are using. The one that I love is the trend following strategy that I'm using, this TF strategy. And everything comes over time, becoming a little bit of modern and becoming a bit stronger. And that's what I did when we started this strategy. We manually read the rules and then we applied. Now it's much easier for us. We just press the button, turn on the TF indicator, and see if the rules are satisfying, and we see the alert. So from that zone we saw this trade in fact worked out well, even I was not on the live, and you have seen during this live session this happened. So let's see now how it does. Okay, I see that, as you can see, the price is still showing bullish, and you can see this 1 hour chart, the price had created a structure, and again the price is breaking to the upside. So yeah, the simplest thing, you see my chart is always simple. I just apply strategy, wait for the trend, liquidity grab, and then take the trade. Okay, this is the simplest strategy that I teach my students from the day one. They learn how to trade, and that's why I invite you guys, if you want to trade with us, all the trades like from yesterday, gold trade winner, Eurusd winner, dollar CAD, which is also winner, all this today so far, 3 trades back to back including gold are winner, all are shown here. If you want to learn more, have access all the trading tools that we have, I will invite you to join us. There is a link in the description area, website link, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. You can join us to learn our strategies and also to become an independent, professional, profitable trader. So let's jump on to other charts, that what's happening. Kingsley, you can visit the website. Please scroll down to the website. You can find all the information on the website, and any question, don't hesitate to ask the live agent, who will be able to assist you all the time. All the information is there. So the website address is at the top of the chat. Let me share with you here as well. So I have shared the website address on the chat. You can visit the website. We talk about all the pairs. I think that gold, the way it has formed the price action, you can see from this hourly 20 minutes now, pushing high. What I think that gold, with this, because there is a big liquidity gap, I think that gold may not fluctuate further. Instead, you could see a break to the upside. It's my opinion. It could happen. If that's the case, which is less probability, in that case we might see gold breaking this low of this doji. If in case it breaks to the downside for fluctuating to, in that case we might see 1893 zone and then going bullish from here. But what I think that we could see that because it grabbed multiple times liquidity from here, okay, and it grabbed a huge liquidity in that zone. So let's see how it does. Because you see that there's one here, whereas you can see there is one here, okay, liquidity grab, and then there's one here, okay, back to back two, and this candle has a volume in it. Though I don't have a volume indicator, but from my experience I can understand that this candle has a volume in it, and there is a very high probability for the price to push to the upside. And dollar Swiss franc, okay, we saw that there is a middleman has been created on dollar Swiss franc. We see there is a middleman, and that's a sign that this market also will continue to drop. NZD USD and dollar CAD, we just closed a trade less than an hour, I think an hour today on dollar CAD. This is the one that just during the news it just gave us a full profit. So we sold dollar CAD at 1.37126 in that level. Okay, let me tell you why I have opened the dollar CAD trade. In fact, for those who are on our member, and if you are not in the Gbpusd channel, still you can learn from it, because this is the best trading education in my opinion you will find. And let me tell you, if I look at this price section on dollar CAD, guys, if you remember yesterday's live session about dollar CAD, this is what I mentioned, that when this candle was forming on dollar CAD, how many of you remember that I said that dollar CAD is likely to drop? I want to see a response on the chat, guys. Let me know how many of you can remember that I mentioned dollar CAD is likely to drop from here. Now let me tell you why I predicted that market in that way. Is because you see that there is a head and shoulder here, okay, and you have seen my weekly forex forecast. This is what I exactly mentioned in my weekly forex forecast as well. And we see that from that zone where dollar CAD has formed a clean head and shoulder. Now with that head and shoulder formation, we saw that dollar CAD has a breakout from that head and shoulder, leaving a neckline. Okay, so this is how the language of the market. If you are completely new, let me give you a full idea of how normally the market moves. So if you see that a market, let's say, creating series of higher high, okay, higher low, like that. So this is a typical uptrending market structure, creating series of higher high and higher low. Okay, so with that typical uptrending market structure, a market will never move in one direction. Okay, nothing in the world will move in one direction. Even the universe, always move and then contract and then expand and then contract. So we see that USD CAD created like any typical bullish market structure created like this. So at some point you will see that after creating this high, right, you might see that the buyers might be failed to create a new higher high, the market broken and then has created this up, has come back down. So that's how the head and shoulder has been created. So once the head and shoulder is created, it normally create a neckline. Okay, this is the neckline of this head and shoulder. It's the support here, okay, support here, which turn resistance, and from that resistance level we normally see that the price reject. Now if there is a lot of fake head and shoulder, this is where trading head and shoulder, I really suffered a lot, especially in head and shoulder, because there is always a head and shoulder in the market, and many times I traded a head and shoulder just to see that it has gone the other direction. This many times happened when I started trading. That's why I tell you guys, don't trade head and shoulder unless it is formed in an important level, unless you saw that head and shoulder has broken down, tested the neckline of the previous resistance as support or previous support as a resistance. Only in that case you can trade. So you see that the market has tested this resistance, and then once we see rejection, then only we can take the trade. So let's see how it affected the dollar CAD. Guys, in the meantime, before I move on, make sure give a big like. It really helps. I'll pause for 2 seconds so that everyone have time to press the like button and also press the subscribe button. And at the same time, over time, once you are learning, you see that over time also you learn how to press the button as well. So you see dollar CAD, from this level the price has formed the neckline, okay, of this head and shoulder, support here, which is turning resistance, and we saw that this bearish candle has formed in that level. Okay, now with that bearish candle, this is where, because the price tested the support as resistance, this is where I have predicted this market to be bearish, but I still did not enter until today. The reason is I wanted the market to be fully bearish, and we saw this happen. You can see that the market, and later we saw this is the candle when it was testing this 20 EMA. The price tested the 20 EMA, grabbed the liquidity. When it is returning back, that is where we have entered the trade. It's like a hunter hunted and bringing the prey. The big boys grab the liquidity. That is where we jump on a trade, and this is what I do all day long. I wait for the best trade possible for myself, because it really needs a great deal of patience, and I take that for my students, and that this is the beauty of trading with someone. That's, I believe, when I started, I was just over trading until I found the right mentor, and the one that I really helped me to learn a lot of things. He was a really good trader, and I didn't had to spend a lot of time. Sometime I was working, that time I was doing a full-time job, and I just opened the position when I was on the lunch room, and then took the trade. So it's easy when you become profitable, you learn the strategies. So let's look at the chart. So now at this point you can see dollar CAD. If I look at the daily, we can see that from this resistance zone there is a doji on the daily, a big red bearish candle with a long wick at the bottom, and also you see that now the market has started to drop what I think that after going up little bit we should see further drop, and I think the dollar CAD ultimately we could see at least breaking this liquidity zone. So there is, for me, there is a high probability for dollar CAD is still to drop, and there are a couple of zones that we can look at. There's one here, daily 20 EMA, and there are more here on the lower time frame. So yeah, there is a couple of areas here. All right guys, thank you. Hello coach, can you please look at USD? Yeah, absolutely, look at it. Koda, please analyze AUD CHF, CAD CHF, and GBP AUD. Okay, I'll look at and get full profit. Great job, Jalmate. Very good, very good. What is the time? Can you put the Telegram link in the chat, please? Yes, so the free Telegram link, let me give you the free Telegram link. It's already there. There is a link, free Telegram link in the description area, guys. You can join the free Telegram so that you can have all the updates and everything that we post every single day. And also I'm placing a free Telegram link on the chat so that you can visit. Daniel, good afternoon coach, could you check dollar Swiss franc and dollar yen? Yeah, I'll look at it. Did you see that gold slipped on the inflation report? I see that gold, yeah, gold, it had a bullish move. So what happened is that on gold, I won't say that it slipped, because gold in fact is bullish, right? And you are in bullish on gold, and that's why you saw that I only bought from yesterday also, today also. So gold, there is a little liquidity gap here, okay, and that liquidity gap in fact it's another fuel gathering for another impulse. Okay, if I look at the monthly, let's look at the monthly resistance zone on gold. That will really helps us to understand where gold is heading. Now if I look at this monthly, there are a couple of zones that I see on the monthly. We might see little bit of bouncing back. Now if I look at this here, this is the monthly opening and closing around 1927. So 1925, there is another zone that you could see gold may have a bounce. Let me draw the levels here. There's another one at 1940, 1943, 42, and there's another one 1959. So these are the three zones that I think that gold is likely to be heading and testing. If I look at the weekly, we saw that, so the way weekly candle started, normally when the market open like that, you see that there is a big gap opening here, okay, quite a few pip with the weekly candle, is the sign that this market prepared for, you know, a big move to the upside. Now daily here also, there you can't see anything here down the daily. It's a purely bullish market. So from the, you know, lower time frame, from the 4 hour, we see that also there is significantly bullish, and this is where, when this inverted hammer has been created, probably you have seen my analysis on YouTube and trading view. This is what exactly I mentioned. I did not only open the trade for myself, guys, I also posted for the communities and also posted for the students who are trading in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So make sure, guys, you give a big like and also subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you don't miss out this kind of analysis that I post every trading day. Okay, because, you know, if it is a music channel, you can listen the music when you're relaxed. What I think that trading content need to be, you know, needs very hot, because when the market is volatile, I post the analysis so that you can guys get benefited. So make sure you press that bell button so that as soon as I release, you are notified about that analysis or any content that I am releasing every day. So now looking at the 1 hour chart, we see that this market now in another liquidity. So this is the 1 hour chart that in the beginning I mentioned that there is a neckline here, back to back, couple of dodges in that level. Okay, and with the doji we saw that the market has, this is the support, and there is a lot of liquidity in that zone. Now you can see this, the price now penetrating this level. Okay, so which is grabbing further liquidity. And if you look at the 15 minutes chart, we see that market is respecting this resistance zone, and there is a long wick candle. Okay, it could happen that now, it could come back down further, and then after grabbing liquidity we might see that again the price is pushing high. So let's keep watching, observing. Once we are fully sure about the direction with a nice looking price action, if we find it, we'll jump on that trade like we did yesterday. So make sure guys you stick till the end of this session. Anytime any trade coming up, we'll jump on that. GBP AUD, please, absolutely. Euro AUD, please drop down on dollar yen. Lee, yeah, absolutely, look at it. Michael, will be really interesting that trade on gold. Yeah, absolutely, Bish. Yeah, sure. Looks like CPI on 14th, there was a lot of action, and I'm too soon. Bigger picture. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Hello, sir. Okay, so if you are newbie, that you came to the right place. So if you are completely new, the first thing that guys I will tell you that make sure you learn proper risk management. Okay, and if you want to speed up your process, then I will recommend you to join our academy for newcomers. Always welcome. There's a lot of tools, strategies, lessons available, and there are more comings. If you are our lifetime, then you will be here forever. So yeah, and also make sure you learn the proper risk management. We see that gold now coming to a zone where I think that we could see there will be some bounce from here now. Okay, we see that this market has come back down in a zone where on the 4 hour this is support area. Okay, so this market coming to the 4 hour support level, which is, this is a very important level of support, and I think that from here, so you can see the market is now grabbing liquidity, has broken this bottom of this doji, so which is in fact gathering liquidity. Okay, USD sell or buy. Euro dollar, we'll look at now. Euro dollar. Okay, can you buy gold now? I think that gold just came to the zone where we could, it's now slowly will turn into bullish. Okay, so let's look at now. We'll be looking at, some of you has asked for AUD CAD. Some of you ask for this spares AUD CAD, AUD NZD. So AUD NZD is bearish to me. Aussie yen bullish. So there's a candle close. I'm just looking at all those. So Aussie CHF, this looks like that this market Aussie CHF, AUD USD, there might be going up for a deeper retracement, because this market, in fact, this is the daily chart. You can see there's a big drop, didn't retrace properly. We might see a deeper retracement. CAD CHF, okay. Now this one also, the market, you see that there's a bullish engulfer from this level, and this market also, I think, now going up for a deeper retracement to the upside. CHF JPY, yeah, looks like that against JPY. CHF long-term perspective, it is a bull market, and as you can see, this trend on the daily is smoothly, the price was moving along this channel on the daily, and from this channel now the price just breaking out. And if I look at the weekly, it is a very strongly bullish market. On the monthly as well, very. So CHF JPY has a huge momentum. The previous session we have seen a middleman has formed, and from that zone we could see that the market is going up. AUD USD, so AUD USD, the previous sessions also has a very long bullish candle, back to back, two bullish trading opportunity here. Now AUD USD, if I look at the daily perspective, we saw that there's a daily weekly candle previous day. Today the price, after testing this previous resistance zone here, okay, which is turning support, and from that level so far the bulls trying to push the price high. What I think that AUD USD highly likely that will reach that zone where there is the previous support, quite a few candles, you know, it's a big consolidation on the lower time frame, and that support highly likely that AUD USD will go ahead and will test as resistance here. Okay, so Aussie dollar is looking like that bullish. Now you can see there is we had a trade that opened which could be now a profitable, but we closed it a bit earlier because we are, you know, opening a trade on gold, because, you know, I prefer some, you know, most of the time opening position on gold over everything, and that's why I closed the AUD USD, because I saw that there's an opportunity on gold and we took it. Okay, it was an amazing profitable trade. So yesterday one on gold, today also one on gold, both are profitable, along with Euro JPY today also profitable. Dollar CAD almost full profit on this one, and let's see how it does. Now AUD USD, we saw that back to back to buy LRT, and that's why I have opened this trade. If I keep that open, that one also would be a profitable trade as well. Okay guys, so if you want to trade all of them and also learn our strategies, access this trading tool, you can join us to learn our strategies, link in the description area. Any question, don't hesitate to ask. The live chat agent available, Aiza, she will be able to help you with any inquiry that you have. So let's look at some other pairs. GJ, now GJ also you had a trade open, that could be the situation if we could running that one also. We closed a bit earlier. Now GBP JPY, we saw that this market is significantly bullish yesterday during this live session, guys. During the London session also, this is what I mentioned, that the sketches are still there in the same way on GBP JPY. Now this market may have a very strong momentum to the upside. You know why? Because if you closely look at, you'll see that GJ, this is the trend line, okay, on the daily perspective, and with that trend line the price grab liquidity multiple times from here. Okay, Now with that liquidity gap, we see that the price respected this level of support here, and there is a support here, which is turning resistance. Now from that level, we have seen the price grab liquidity, formed an inverted head and shoulder, and then has broken to the upside. So GJ is, for me, is still bullish. Okay, let's see how it does. Now if you look at the daily, you can see that the market, there was this long wick candle. You can see that, in fact, tested the trend line, long-term trend line, this support, and closed as a long wick candle, and also there is long wick candle here. So, and previous session we saw that this is a textbook middleman. Okay, middlemen are so powerful. I like middleman because it's a very high probability candlestick pattern. How many of you are still have confusion about middleman? Can you let me know, guys? And also, guys, can you please give a big like? It's your channel, you know, I'm just giving you the value possible, and I really appreciate your support to the channel. I know that every day the search volume is increasing, the students are increasing, and I always give credit to you guys and girls because I believe in service. So the service, the education, the trades are good. That's why everyone is loving, and thank you for being here. Give a big like, and also don't forget to subscribe. In gold, do you open big gap? Whether gold fill that gap? So gold, in fact, fill that gap. We saw that there's a filling in the gap on gold. Thanks for that. Gold. Okay, so it's coming down. Let's see how it does. So that's what I will. Okay, so if it breaks that low, then there is another level to look at here. So the at 1893. Let's see how it does. We'll keep watching the chart. Yes, tax all the trades for VIP members. So we do give out a trade for the VIP members. So yeah, of course, so far since yesterday we had around 6 trades, all of them winner in VIP members. Yeah, GUNU absolutely supreme. Let's look at gold. Middleman, what is middleman? Candlestick, please explain. I don't understand middleman. Okay, coach, how middle? Okay, so looking at, we see that gold now, it's grabbing again liquidity from the bottom. So let me look at the middleman. GBP JPY, and it's moving the other direction on middleman. So if I look at this 4-hour candle, now this is a middleman. Okay, now firstly, you know, you have heard of hanging man. Okay, you know, jumping man. So what is a middleman is that, let's say a candle has almost similar wick with a similar length of body. That's what we call a middleman. Okay, now I have a separate video on YouTube as well, guys, explain the middleman, but let me quickly you know, in this short video I'll try to cover as much as I can. So you see that there is a middleman here. Now that candle in isolation will not considered as a middleman when it plays a role as a middleman between a structure and a breakout. So one hand, it is using one hand in the structure, the other hand in the breakout. This is what we call a middleman. So it's acting as a middleman. Now that middleman is, now if you look at the chart, there is a lot of examples that you will find that this one is a middleman. You can see this candle is, there is an inverted head and shoulder, and with that inverted head and shoulder, the price has broken to the upside. Now with that breakout, we saw that the market, this is the previous resistance here, neckline of this head and shoulder, acting here as a support, and also it broke to the upside with this middleman. And as I mentioned, that we do have a specific premium strategy based on middleman, which, because when it comes to strategy, it in fact, a thing that need to consider is, because a strategy means set of rules. It's like a calculator, you press the button and then you add 1 + 1 = 2, like that. So we saw that there is a neckline here which is turning support here, and from that support we saw that this price, in fact, the market has broken to the upside with this long candle. That is what we called a middleman. Now with that middleman formation, we have seen that GBP JPY has a break to the upside, and you can see that it's pushing high. So according to the middleman trading strategy, this is a buy alert here, and we see that this market is pushing high. Now if I look at the multi-time frame perspective, we see that from the monthly, this market, you see this trend line that we draw on the daily is in fact the monthly support zone. Okay, and from that monthly support, we have seen GJ had a bounce. Now GJ, from the bigger time frame perspective, from the monthly, it is historically long-term bullish market. And this is why it is so important that looking at multi-time frame, I always look at multi-time frame when I trade, because from the multi-time frame, when you look at, then you can in fact see exactly the clear picture in the market. So from the monthly, we see that GBP JPY has a support from this, and from the weekly we have seen the same thing. This is the support zone here. The price grabbed liquidity and then created, so far the market is pushing high, and even it could create a very impulsive move, because if you look at the daily here, you can see that this is the support level on the daily, support here, and because there was a long consolidation, there is once liquidity grab at the top and then liquidity grab at the bottom on the daily, two back-to-back doji, there could be very strong movement to the upside on GJ. Now from the lower time frame, we see the same thing is happening here. After this middleman, the price is pushing high, and I think that initially we should see GJ is coming back down here, and then from there we could see creating a lower high, a drop, or even continuation to the upside. Thank you. Dola asked a question, what is the third indicator on your chart? So third indicator, which one? Okay, so this one is TF indicator. This is our TF, or trend following strategy indicator. So yeah, this is our TF indicator. It's our strategy translated into a Pine script. Yeah. Hopefully that you got it. Let me look at euro dollar. Okay, euro USD, along this structure we see that this market is consolidating yesterday's. After this yesterday's, hourly candle, we see that this is where we have seen that bullish move happen yesterday on euro dollar. Now from intraday perspective, let's look at daily first. Now this is the daily candlestick pattern on euro dollar, guys. You can see that the market today, after breaking this daily high, maybe less than a pip, we saw that euro dollar again coming down. And with that, if you closely look at today's, still 7 hours to go, but the way it is showing now, we might see deeper retracement, okay, because it failed to break this resistance. On the lower time frame, we might see that deeper retracement. Now looking at the 4 hour, okay, we can see that there is a double top, and still you can see this candle is also still 3 hours to go. This is our New York session candle, and afterwards there will be one before the daily close. What I think that, let me look at what it might do now. Okay, so because it failed to create a new higher high, now very highly likely that euro dollar will break this local structure. See, this is how the market needs. Normally I predict the market, okay, when you see that, let's say the market failed to break the, especially if it fails to create a new higher high, then it normally will come the other direction to create a new lower low. This is I'll create a separate video on YouTube on this matter also. So this is a very, very crucial concept. Keep in mind, when the market in a trend and fail to create a higher high, it normally come back the other direction to create a new lower low. Let me give you a couple of examples from higher time frame and lower time frame. You see, this is the monthly. Remember when there was, it's on gold, if I show you, when there was war in Russia and Ukraine, you see that when this monthly candle has formed in all time frame, the same thing. So the direction of the trend, let me delete that. It's a big concept, guys. You'll learn a lot from this. So you see that this is the monthly trend. This is the direction of the trend on the monthly. The price is moving high, and this is the resistance level here. Okay, now with that resistance in this direction of the trend, the price failed to create a higher high, big rejection, right? And then as a result, we have seen the market has come back to create a new lower low, and you can see exactly it has done that, has broken all the support and then has gone up again. Now from the lower time frame also, you see that concept applied over and over again. Let me show you a couple of things. Okay, here also the same thing. I'll tell you also why it does. You see this market, okay, it is trending, right? This is a gold market, and this is the swing high here, okay, and from here the price has come back down again. There has been another attempt, but market failed to create a higher high. Instead it created a lower high, right? And once it created a lower high, you see this market again where is that? and once it fails, it has broken the swing low almost there. Okay, grab liquidity and then went for another impulse, and every time the price was creating series of higher high and higher low, and did the same thing here. So it does over and over again in the market. When it fails to create a higher high in an uptrend or lower low in a downtrend, you will see that this market will come the other direction to create a new movement. So you see from the 1 hour did the same thing here also. Okay, every time it couldn't create a higher high, it come to the other direction to create a new lower low. Just looking at all of them, guys, to see how it is doing. Just to look at all of them, we see that Euro GBP, I say that Euro GBP is highly bearish, okay, so far. On the other hand, Euro JPY is bull. Euro JPY also has formed a middleman. Okay, we had also a good trade on Euro JPY today. Not full profit in. If we hold the trade, would definitely give us the full profit. But you can see that Euro JPY also has a middleman formation, because you see it grabbed here huge liquidity. These are the things that I look at. And with that liquidity grab, in fact, Euro JPY changed its trending direction from this downtrend to an uptrend. And I think that now this price will slowly break to the upside. Okay, because if you closely look at bigger picture on the monthly, we see that Euro JPY from the monthly perspective, also this market is a long-term bull market. Okay, this is what I do. I first look at the bigger picture, and then I look at the smaller picture to see which way the market is heading. And it is the right way to analyze the market, always looking at the multi-time frame. I have seen I have met with many successful profitable trader, and everyone has the same approach. And looking at the weekly, we saw that this is the weekly price action on UJ, and from this support on the weekly there's a big rejection to the upside. Looking at daily, now from the daily here we saw that the price grabbed liquidity from this support on the daily. Now this level, you can see, is quite significant. That's why we saw that after this rejection the price now pushing high. The reason is, you can see this level in the past, resistance here, acting here as a support, and also acting here as a support. And from that level we can see that UJ has a strong bounce to the upside. Now we saw that there is a liquidity gap here with this long pin bar. Now this session we saw the price initially has gone up, now coming back down, and what I think that this price slowly will continue to rise to the upside, which is very likely to happen. Yeah, gold has broken down to that level again pushing high, because yeah, gold has closed with a doji here. Let's see, just now a candle close. Let me look at how it is doing, guys. In the meantime, if you are looking for a regulated broker, we recommend EverTrade. There is a link in the chat. Also there is a link in the description. You can join EverTrade to trade with them using our link. You will be entitled to have welcome deposit bonus if you are in an eligible country. The link in the description, and also there is a link at the chat, so you can start with as minimum capital as you want with our trade. So we see that gold from the lower time frame, there is a doji. Now there is only one thing in that, I would straight go long with the doji, but now there is something happening, is that you can see the price has closed with a lower low and the lower high. So with that close, there is a probability for this market to break to this level again, because this doji, let's say if this one closed like that, a big long week, then we could see another one like that. Okay, now it failed to create a new higher high. That means it failed to break the daily high, and instead it create a lower low. Okay, that's why you see that candle close is so important. The market sentiment changes every moment. Every moment the market sentiment changes. So we see the, if I look at the 1 hour chart, we see the market. So the price is still respected this resistance level here on the 1 hour. This is a kind of puzzle it has created. You see that if you look at the 15 minutes, all right, there is a swing. 94 is super important level. Where do you see this is the resistance which is turning support here. Okay, so we need to see further probability how it does. This is the daily chart. Let me look at the Fibonacci. Okay, so we might see, I think that we might see a little more consolidation. Okay, or after testing this high, we could see further drop for liquidity. The only thing that the best thing we have is the price already has come to this level. You see this top of this doji is the resistance 1893 or 94, and the price is still didn't come here, but this could be, this level highly likely it could be respected, this resistance turning support. But you can see still there is an imbalance here. The market, if I draw this level here, you see I still didn't test this level, this previous resistance which is turning support. There is still around 10 pip gap in it. So let's see how it goes. Look at even the further time from 5 minutes. Yeah, so we'll be looking at that GBP USD. So gold, we might see some up and down here, still not ready for opening. Let's see how it does. Could DXY change direction now? Very good question. Let's look at DXY. So when you look at the DXY, you can find an idea of most of the pairs. Now from the daily, this is the bottom of this is the support zone on the weekly on DXY. Okay, so I think that DXY, the way it has formed, for me it's still bearish. Okay, and what I think DXY, after testing this level, we might see, it is dropping. It may drop to this level here. Okay, this is what I think. The reason is, the way it has formed price action. Firstly, you can see on DXY, this box here, it's a pure liquidity gap, and it's in fact a big liquidity gap. There's a huge liquidity gap, and with that liquidity gap, in fact, the price is still continuing in this channel, and we have seen that has a breakout from this channel to the upside in this 4-hour time frame, and then grab liquidity and has come back to the channel. Normally you'll see these kind of things when the price grab liquidity one side, the price trend the other side. Okay, so there is, for me, there is a high probability for DXY to trend the other direction. Okay, and highly likely it may come back to this level of support. Now, why does this happen? Can anybody answer? I want to know. I know that you know that, but why this happen? Let's say the price grab liquidity on one side, and then the price trend the other side. Can you let me know, guys, on the chat, so that I know that exactly you are following up. So the price normally grab, in most cases, you see if it grabs liquidity from one side, in most cases you'll see that when it comes back to the range, it breaks the other direction. Understanding that will really give you a big edge in the market. We see gold has again bounced to the upside, very, very volatile and very unpredictable. You see multiple times liquidity gap. There is one here, grab liquidity, and there is another one here, also grab liquidity here. Okay, US NASDAQ and US30. Looking at daily on NASDAQ. NASDAQ, from the daily, that there is a daily doji. It grabbed liquidity from here, and then we have seen that NASDAQ has a big bounce to the upside. So from the lower time frame perspective on NASDAQ, we see that this is the neckline, this is the resistance zone here. Okay, we can see that NASDAQ, there is a, you can see there is a movement here, and the price has consolidated with a gap opening, created this movement to the upside. Now with that, you know, weakening on DXY that we are expecting, with the bullish move on gold, what I think that Nasdaq will be bullish. Now you can see this session, there is a gap opening just now, and with this gap opening, the price has formed this bullish candle. This is a bullish engulfer, and we see that there is a long consolidation and the reversal pattern here with a long wick candle at the bottom. There is a big long wick candle, and with that long wick candle, what I think that Nasdaq highly likely that, you know, will be bullish. In my opinion, Nasdaq is likely to be bullish, and if you closely look at, you'll see that this market is trending along this direction, and we could potentially see that this market is highly, because if you closely look at, you see that there is a liquidity gap here with this long wick candle, strong rejection, and there is support zone here. Okay, so you see that the same level in the past acted here as a support here, support here, support here, grab liquidity from the support. Big long rejection means that there's a lot of buying happen. Now this market will be propelled, will be, you know, bounce to the upside. Okay, so with a gap opening, with a big bullish engulfer, with this doji, the price will continue to go up. So yeah, I think that this market, yeah, will go up, and that should be happening, because if you closely look at on daily chart on Nasdaq, you can see that this structure on Nasdaq, this is a bull flag. Okay, now when you see, let me delete all of them. See, there is a bull flag here, and when you see a bull flag like that, okay, you will see this market normally breaks down, grab liquid, and trend to the other direction. So we see that Nasdaq has done that. From this flag, it has broken down with this doji, and doji means there is a lot of buying happen after breaking this level, and now it is pushing high, and highly likely that it should be trending to the upside. So from lower time frame, Nasdaq is bullish. It formed a gap. I will be waiting for the price to test the gap, or to give me along this zone a middleman or any kind of continuation pattern. Then I will be going long, and I will be sending the same trade alert to the students who are trading with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Yep. Amazing, girls. Guys, let me know in the chat, guys, which country you are from and what's your time zone, and also let me know what kind of trader you are. It really helps me to know more about you. Are you a swing trader, or what kind of trading you really? So let's talk about that, also important part of trading, because everyone is not the same. Some of you are very good, some, you know, everyone is very good, but like different types of trading style is different. So let me know in the chat, guys, what kind of trading you love. Are you love swing trading, or day trading, or scalping? Let me know in the chat. Okay, so we see that Nasdaq and US30 also has formed a strong bullish price action, and I think that this market Yeah, there is, you see this is the 1 hour chart, and this is the news candle that one form, which is in fact a very strong bullish engulfer, okay, which is like the, you know, like the gold and all the instrument like US30 also. You can see it formed an inverted head and shoulder. So with that inverted head and shoulder, highly likely this market will continue to go up. And gold, let's look at, let's focus on US30 now. Yeah, this market is creating series of higher high and higher low. So this long consolidation, you can see that it formed a series of higher low and then has a big bounce to the upside. I tried swing, but after 2 days gold liquidity gap, I realized that scalping is much better for me. Too hard to guess long-term price action. Nigeria 3:15 p.m. Thank you. So what kind of trader you are? Let me know. What do you love to trade? So Supreme says that he tried swing. After today, I realized that scalping. Muhammad Absil, Dubai 6:15 p.m. I'm new to trading and I'm having full-time job. Very good. If you're new to trading, having a full-time job, I'll say that the first thing, keep the job running and take it easy. Okay, focus on learning, trade on demo. In case you open any live account, you must use a very smaller account. This is the first thing I say. Let's say, because I spent some part of my career in Dubai also, so if you are on trading Dubai, I'll say that I will consider a $50 account could be a smaller account. Okay, and I would recommend you to trade this kind of size in the beginning until you become profitable. I'm a day trader. Very good. Your trend. So yeah, trading, day trading is also my favorite. Okay, I had to do, in the beginning I started as a swing trader and then switched to many styles, but ultimately, you know, some traders does well in one kind, the other traders does well in the other kind. You first need to know who you are, what's your, you know, trading style, and how do you do well. It depends completely on your personality type. So if you are not sure that what is best suitable for you, then I'll say that better experiment, not on, you know, live account. You can experiment on a demo account and see what is best for you. Experiment is the best. Okay, and then you'll understand actually what you are doing well. And that's why we do have a separate group in our academy. When students comes to us, we create separate group, because some of you are very good at certain kind of trading, the other one is different. So that's why we keep all the options for all the students. That's why, you know, learning is the key, and becoming a profitable trader needs little bit of work. If you are really dedicated, passionate, definitely you can become a profitable trader. Okay, it's a myth that trading is hard. It's not that hard. Just you need to learn to control your emotion and then stick to the plan. In the beginning, little bit of hard to control emotion. That's why, you know, when you have a smaller account, it will become much easier for you to control that emotion. You know, when the stake is smaller, it becomes much easier. So let's look at now what we can do on a UDNZD. Let me look at, guys, all of them. S&P 500, we see that bullish move. So S&P 500, US30, all are showing now slowly bullish move. Okay, US oil also showing that. Now US oil market on the daily, we saw that bearish candle. Today so far we saw initially a breakdown, now it is going up for a deeper retracement. This market also looks like that it will be also a bearish market. USD ZAR, let me see. Okay, USD ZAR, as the dollar is getting weaker, as you can see, USD ZAR also not any different. We saw that USD ZAR is formed, in fact, a very nice looking reversal pattern here. Now looking at bigger picture on USD ZAR, on the monthly, you can see the price has broken the monthly resistance zone here, and after breaking this resistance, we saw that the price grabbed liquidity and then dropped. Now if I look at the weekly, the same way, there's a long wick candle on the weekly, and then the price has grabbed liquidity here. Now from the daily, there you see this is the daily candle, and I see that USD ZAR, if this is closing like that, which is very highly likely to close, you see that this market now on the daily is forming a head and shoulder. And this is why, you know, I always look at the multi-time frame, because now daily time frame giving me possible selling opportunity. And from the lower time frame, we saw that there is a change of trend, creating a head and shoulder breakdown, tested the neckline, again another breakdown, grab liquidity, preparing for, I think that, you know, we could see something like that drop on dollar USD ZAR. This could be the situation. Thank you, day trader and live trading. Awesome. St. Lucia 1019 day trader. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Lob scalping in and out. King. Very good. So I see that every one of you are very passionate about trading. Yeah, any trade coming up definitely will take. Why not? Looks like that. Let's go back to gold. Looks like that we might see some sideways movement, or you see multiple times gold grab liquidity from this support. We might see some more sideways movement. What I think that, because you can see from the daily, gold already create a 1 2 3 4 days in a bullish move. We might see some retracement, but finally what I think that there will be another spike, and the price, the way it is showing here, we might see it will consolidate here, and then we could see that will go up. But this kind of price action is little bit of unpredictable. That's why we need to see a clean structure to be formed. Okay, and when there is a clean structure, we'll jump on a trade. That's the patience, guys. As you have seen yesterday in this live session, we had an amazing trade on GBP USD. For those who were in that live session in New York session, you have seen that in the previous day also we had in London session a gold trade. So we do have a lot of trades in this live also, and in our VIP group so far 6 trade that we have opened from yesterday, all of them are winner. Okay, for those who want to see this if you want to learn the strategy that we have. This is the goal of Forex Trading Wizard Academy, to help the traders so that they can learn and grow. And this is what we send to the students to learn and to trade with us. So all those trader, if you want to trade with us, learn our strategies, and also have all the trading tools that we have, there is a link in the description area. You can visit the website, join us to become an independent, professional, profitable trader. And also there is a link at the top of the chat. So yeah, with that said, guys, it was a really great session, and tomorrow there is some good trading opportunity coming up, also later today. Let me see. So we'll be looking at Forex Factory. Okay. So you see that today's CPI news is released, and tomorrow again GBP and USD news coming together. So when there is a news together, there is a high probability trade. And tomorrow, very volatile day. As you can see, big move happen here. Okay, so very volatile day tomorrow coming up. And let's look at GBP USD, how it is doing. Now GBP USD, what we can see, let me see how it might be affecting. What I think that GBP USD, if you can see that this is the previous resistance here, and we could see some short-term drop on GBP USD, and I think that this market might break this low or grab liquidity from here, and then we could see that again bullish move coming up. This is structure you can see on GBP USD is highly bullish, and now we need a decent pullback in this market, because you can see there is a big impulse like with the gold. We need a retracement, and then we can find another bullish trading opportunity. And because there is a news coming up tomorrow, GBP USD, my eye will be mostly on gold, GBP USD, and euro dollar. As soon as I will find, along with all the trades, dollar yen also looks like that bullish, turning into bullish for short term. As soon as I will find trading opportunity, I will jump on a trade, and also I'll be sending the same alert to the students. So guys and girls, it was really good session with you. If you enjoyed that, make sure that you give a big like, and also don't forget to subscribe. Let me know in the chat if there is anything that I didn't answer, so that I can cover that. No, USD ZAR lot size is very different. I normally use risk manager to open a trade on USD ZAR. I don't calculate manually USD ZAR, because USD ZAR is in fact very different. I'm a day trader, thank you. Yep, day trader, very, everyone, the goal or the dream of a trader is to be a day trader, because we all want freedom, and to gain that freedom we in fact need to be passionate about what we are doing. And I'm sure that you guys are passionate. Make sure that you also stick always. Don't quit. This is the key points that I can say as a trader. I saw many traders quit too early. Right? Don't quit. I'm sure that every one of you will become a successful trader. Some of you are already successful trader. affirming the present moment is the best way, and to progress that success, just stick to the game of trading, focus on learning, and you can become. So let's see what tomorrow also there is another day. Every day this whole week there is a lot of volatile news coming up, so the market will remain volatile. With that being said, I'm gonna end this session. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow again, twice, during the New York session as well as in London session timing.